Hi, this is Veronica Herrera, and this is my digital notebook number 4 task assignment asking me the disciplinary question of what historical event was found important for me and my family. And I'm first going to refer to the historical aspect, what event would be important for my family. And for me, it had been the IRCA movement of 1986. It was an act pushed by President Reagan that had allowed Mexican immigrants to apply for work visas to the United States. And although I had not been born at the time, my parents had found this to be very important just because it was the way in which they were able to come here to the United States. My family would not be here in the United States if it were not for that movement. So obviously, just having them inform me about this event was very meaningful for me. And for the economic standpoint, it really helped me make the decision to stay in the United States, at least to complete my education, just because I would refer to them why they made the movement to come to the United States. And I had learned that it's just important just in regards to school, in regards to education, the work opportunities, and just the quality of the economy is much more stable here in the US. So I was really able to relate to that with the event, as I mentioned once more, the act of the IRCA that allowed for many more work opportunities. So I really found that to be very interesting. And in regards to behavioral sciences, for this act, I found this social identity to be very strong, especially when it comes to having a growth mindset and kind of a fixed mindset. When it comes to psychology, I was able to notice that them coming over to the United States would give me a growth mindset of just taking advantage of the many opportunities that are here in the United States. When it comes to geography, just having that sense of belonging from Mexico to the United States. I did live in Mexico very little until about my preschool years, until about 2008, I believe. And sometimes I do feel that sense of lack of belonging just because growing up I would always say, hey mom, I look different from that other person. Or they say to go back where I came from, even though my parents had been here for a long period of time. So it's just very meaningful to reflect back and just understand why these differences had taken place. And when it comes to civics, the IRCA really gave me a sense of understanding of why political candidates make certain decisions. So I looked back and I researched, and just knowing his reasoning behind this to have Mexican immigrants allow them to apply for work visas and come to the United States really led me to understand what's important to consider when making a vote for a political election, and just really to understand the reasoning behind this. So it's not best to just say, oh, I don't like that candidate just because of how he looks or what he thinks of. It's important to make informed decisions, especially when it comes to the study of social studies, that this is essentially what composes it, that it's important, again, to make informed decisions when making these perspectives when it comes to making a vote in this case. So I really do appreciate your attention for this